something a little more, well, green.
I like where this is going.
Today's deep dive, we're trekking into the heart of Gran Canaria, exploring its rainforest with the Rainforest Tour as our guide.
And what a guide it is. I mean, using their tour manual, it's incredible how much they pack in. We're talking about history, ecology, even a taste of local culture.
You said it.
Yeah.
So picture this. You're in the charming town of Fergus, surrounded by colorful buildings, the scent of fresh baked bread in the air.
Yeah,
But there's more to this place than meets the eye, right?
absolutely. Fergus has this really fascinating relationship with water. It's all thanks to the Acequia Real, this ancient water channel, I think centuries old, that snakes through the landscape.
Talk about ingenious engineering. I mean, this channel, it's a testament to how the people here adapted to a, well, let's be honest, a pretty dry environment.
It's a story of resilience and innovation.
Yeah.
And, it's not just about survival. This water, it shaped their lives, their agriculture, even their culture.
Speaking of culture, we've got to mention gofio. It's everywhere in Gran Canaria, but the tour really digs into its significance.
Gofio. Oh, that takes me back. It's this incredible roasted grain flour, a staple here for centuries. But it's more than just food. It's a direct link to the indigenous Guanches, the island's original inhabitants.
And talk about sustainable eating. The tour highlights how incredibly nutritious and versatile gofio is. I mean, they even make ice cream with it. Have you tried that?
Gofio ice cream. Not yet, but you better believe it's on my list now.
Yeah. Add it to the list for sure. Okay, ready for our next stop. Imagine this. Breathtaking views stretching out before you. This lush ravine carved into the volcanic landscape. Welcome to the Mirador Barranco de Azuaje.
Ah, the Azuaje Ravine. It's like stepping into a time capsule. This ravine, it's one of the last remnants of the legendary Selva de Duramas, the ancient rainforest that once blanketed this whole area.
And it's named after a real historical figure, Duramas, an indigenous leader who fought against the Spanish conquest, history and ecology colliding right before our eyes.
Exactly. And get this, the tour actually takes you on a 3-kilometer hike through this ravine. Can you imagine? Walking alongside the stream surrounded by this incredible Laura Silva forest.
Okay, pause for a moment. Laura Silva Forest. For those of us who haven't brushed up on our botanical Latin, what are we talking about here?
It's a type of subtropical rainforest, a real relic of these ancient forests that used to cover much of southern Europe. It's pretty incredible that pockets of it still exist today.
Like stepping back in time millions of years. But even in this seemingly untouched environment, the tour points out not everything is as it seems. And the eucalyptus trees are a perfect example.
Oh, the eucalyptus. A classic case of good intentions, maybe not so great outcomes.
You see these majestic trees, and you might think they're native, but surprise, they were actually introduced to Gran Canaria.
Brought in for their supposed water-absorbing properties. The idea was to help manage the island's water resources. But you know how it goes with introducing new species.
It can have a ripple effect, right? Unintended consequences and all that.
Precisely. And that, my friend, is just a taste of the ecological intrigue you'll find in the Azuaje Ravine.
It really makes you think about the impact we have, even when we're trying to do the right thing.
It's a balancing act, for sure. But speaking of balance, there's this plant the tour mentions, the Canary Island papyrus.
Okay, papyrus. I'm picturing ancient scrolls and Egyptian hieroglyphs.
You're not alone. But this papyrus, it's a little different. It thrives near these freshwater springs and streams, playing a crucial role in preventing soil erosion. A natural solution, you could say.
Nature's a little helper. It's amazing how these ecosystems, they're full of these hidden connections, these intricate relationships.
Exactly. And the tour doesn't shy away from those tougher stories either. Like as you're hiking, you'll come across the ruins of the Azuaje Spa.
Yeah, the spa. A bit of a blast from the past, right?
Back in the 19th century, this place was hopping. People flocked to these healing waters rich in minerals. You can almost imagine the willow trees swaying nearby, their leaves whispering secrets of natural remedies.
Nature's pharmacy in action. But like you said, there's a twist. This idyllic spot, it couldn't escape nature's power forever.
Exactly. A major storm hit, wreaking havoc on the spa's foundation, and, well, that was pretty much it. A stark reminder that nature gives and nature takes away.
And speaking of taking away, I think this is the perfect segue to talk about something a little different, something that's all about giving back sustainably. Enter Ecofinca Ventana Verde.
This place, it's more than just a pit stop. It's a philosophy. The tour really emphasizes how this finca, or farm, embodies sustainable living from the ground up.
And they mean ground up, literally. I mean, they've even got a compost toilet system. Talk about closing the loop.
It's those little details that speak volumes. But let's be honest, what everyone really looks forward to on a tour is the food,
All right.
right? And the gastro experience of Ventana Verde. Let's just say it doesn't disappoint.
My mouth's already watering just reading the description. Freshly baked bread, locally sourced cheese, those sun-ripened tomatoes.
And we haven't even gotten to the Canarian bananas yet.
Smaller, sweeter, they're legendary. But it's not just about the taste, is it? The tour takes you on a walk through the farm, letting you see firsthand where your food comes from.
Imagine strolling past papaya trees laden with fruit, avocado trees of all different varieties, and those banana trees, they actually fruit year-round thanks to the island's climate.
It's about appreciating the journey from seed to table, understanding the care that goes into producing food sustainably.
And speaking of that journey, you can't forget about their composting system. Taking all that organic waste and turning it back into nutrient-rich soil, it's a beautiful cycle, really.
Talk about full circle. And speaking of full circle, as we leave the finca, you might notice these vast banana plantations. They're a subtle reminder that agriculture, especially banana farming, is deeply woven into the fabric of Gran Canaria's history.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not just about the food on your plate. It's about the livelihoods of the people, their traditions, their connection to the land.
It's all connected, isn't it? And speaking of connections, our final stop takes us to El Portillo. Picture this. A charming fishing village nestled on the coast with these incredible natural pools carved right into the volcanic rock. Black sand beaches, the vast Atlantic stretching out before you.
It's the perfect ending to a sensory journey. Imagine that cool Atlantic breeze, the sound of the waves crashing against the shore. It's a moment to reflect on everything you've experienced.
So we've trekked through ancient forests, tasted the bounty of a sustainable farm, and now we're ending our journey by the sea. This rainforest tour, it's not just about seeing the sights, it's about immersing yourself in the heart and soul of Gran Canaria.
And for me, that's what responsible tourism is all about. It's about engaging all your senses, deepening your understanding of a place, and leaving it a little better than you found it.
So the next time you're planning a trip, remember this deep dive. Ask yourself, what hidden gems are out there waiting to be discovered? What stories are waiting to be told? Keep exploring, and we'll catch you on our next deep dive. And as we leave the finca, you might notice those vast banana plantations, a subtle reminder that agriculture, especially banana farming, is deeply woven into the fabric of Gran Canaria's history.
It's woven into the fabric of their history and economy.
Right, it's not just a crop, it's part of their identity.
Absolutely. And speaking of history, our final stop takes us to El Portillo, a charming fishing village that boasts these incredible natural pools carved right into the volcanic coastline.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. Natural pools. You had me at carved into volcanic coastline.
Imagine black sand beaches, the vast Atlantic, and these tranquil, crystal clear pools.
It sounds absolutely magical, like the perfect place to just soak it all in, literally.
It's a final moment of tranquility, but it also offers a glimpse into Gran Canaria's relationship with the sea. El Portillo was once a bustling fishing hub, and those echoes of the past still linger.
A connection to the island's roots. So we've walked through ancient forests, tasted the fruits of sustainable farming, and now we're ending our journey by the sea. This rainforest tour, it's not just about seeing the sights. It's about immersing yourself in the heart and soul of Gran Canaria.
It's about peeling back the layers of a place, uncovering the connections between nature, culture, and history.
And for you, the traveler, it begs the question, how can you engage with the places you visit in a way that deepens your understanding and minimizes your impact?
It's about choosing experiences that celebrate the delicate balance of a destination, much like the Rainforest Tour and Ecofinca Ventana Verde have done.
So the next time you're yearning for more than just a vacation, remember this deep dive. What hidden worlds are waiting to be discovered when you look beyond the surface? Keep exploring, and we'll see you on our next deep dive.